Hello Taurus, and welcome to your general guidance for the next few weeks. About 3 weeks I reckon before I'll be back again. So end of February, first week of March. This is good for Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and cross-watching. So it's tea and tarot time with Julie Poole, that's me. Grab yourself a cuppa, put your feet up, get yourself comfy. Let's have a little look what's going on for my Taurus. But before we do, just a quick announcement, very quick. I am doing an in-person live event in Manchester, UK in May of this year. Whole day event of us working together, getting those energies going, manifesting your dreams. So if you want to join me, you know what to do. The link is below if you want to find out some more, or go to my website on the events page. And I'm also doing, for those of you who can't get to the UK, I am doing an online event in March, which is for spiritual connection, 2-hour live class on Zoom. So links are below, so join me if that feels good for you. All right. Right, so haven't told you about that. Have you got your tea? Do you want to put me on pause a minute while you put the kettle on? If you've got a kettle. It never ceases to amaze me how American people don't have a kettle. Us British people can't live without a kettle. Comment below, let me know, have you got a kettle? Anyway, put the kettle on if you've got one. Make yourself a cuppa. Let's have a look what's going on for my beautiful Taurus people. Okay, Taurians, Sun, Moon, Rising, what do they need to know? So of course this last 2 weeks of February is very, very powerful. We've got 2 eclipses in the next 3 weeks. We've got Mercury going retrograde. We've got the big conjunction. We've got the new fire horse year. We've got all sorts going on. So let's see how it impacts my Taurus people. John, I would love for you to join me in one of these classes. So one online, one in person. And so many of you asked about spiritual connection and connecting with your guides and angels. So that's what we're going to be doing online, okay? Showing you how to do it. And if you already are connecting, showing you how to get a better connection. Okay, so we've got the 4 of Wands, the 2 of Swords, the Devil. There he is again. Yeah. It's all right, we'll sort him out. Don't you worry about a thing, my beautiful people. We've got the 9 of Pentacles, centre of the reading. Oh, we've got the 3 of Swords. All right, don't worry, we'll sort him out as well. Don't panic. Panicky not. We've got the 6 of Cups. We've got the Hanging Man, the Knight of Swords, and the Page of Wands. Okay. So the only major arcana card there, the Devil and the Hanging Man. And that's what I'm feeling the Devil is about. Impatience. You know, when is it starting? When is this new energy coming? I've had enough of waiting. I know. My heart is with you. I get it. All right. Now, what else do we want? We're going to have an affirmation card. What's the most appropriate affirmation for my beautiful Taurians, please? We want 2. Okay. Let's have a look. We have got limitless abundance is available to me now. Right, remember, limitless abundance is available to me now. Why do we need to remember this? Right, we don't need to learn it. We need to remember it. Right? We come from an abundant universe. We are universal consciousness personified within this little body of ours. And we forget that we can access the limitless abundance that is available. So I want you to remember that you can. It's your divine right, okay? It's your truth. So get into that energy. Universal abundance is available to me now. In whatever way you define abundance. Doesn't have to just be money. It can be energy, happiness. All right, now, and we've got a receive card here. I am already connected with that which I wish to be and have. I'm already connected to it, all right? So I want you to imagine a little tie between you and the thing that you want, and you're reeling it in, okay? Because you can, all right? So let's have a look at it. Let's start with this unpleasant 3 of Swords in the middle, if you haven't clicked off by now. But be brave. Come on, come closer. Let's talk about it. 3 of Swords. I've had these 3 swords pierce through my heart, and maybe they've been there for some time. So this is the time that I'm going to say, I'm going to pull these damn swords out. I've had enough of them. I don't want them anymore. I don't need them anymore. And perhaps I feel, look at this row here, that I can't that the devil says they'll be there forever. There's nothing you can do about it. You're helpless. You're powerless. Ah ha ha. That's the devil energy. Yeah. So fears and insecurities and where we feel limited and stuck and helpless. And as long as we stay in that helpless energy, the devil's winning and we're losing. Well, no, I don't think so, pal. We're going to turn that around. We're going to say to the devil, I have the power, thank you very much, and I am choosing to pull these swords out of my heart. Whatever it is that's hurt me, whoever it is that hurts me, I don't really care about them or it, whatever it was. I care about my heart that wants to pull these swords out. So I'm pulling them out. End of. I've decided. I may not know how to do this because above it's the Two of Swords, which is the I don't know card, all right? I don't know because perhaps I haven't even recognised they're there. Perhaps I haven't even acknowledged how much something has hurt me. I've ignored it, pushed it down, buried it. And so, let's dig it up. I want you to think about, this is the way I describe it when I'm doing any classes, courses, and in my books and stuff. Imagine that it's all pushed down, locked down, and you're doing a really good job of ignoring it. But like an infected wound that we just keep putting a new plaster on, and it keeps bleeding and it keeps weeping, and so we change the plaster and put another plaster on. But until we take the plaster off and get out, they show me a splinter, all right? You know when we get a splinter in our finger, all right? It doesn't work to just put a plaster on the top, does it? And no, we need to squeeze it out. We need to and get it out. And it might hurt for a little tiny couple of minutes, but once it's out, the relief. And then it can start to heal. So I want you to ask yourself, what splinters have I got in my heart? What's hurt my feelings? Let's get the splinters out. So how do we do it? With the Two of Swords there, which is, I don't know. All right, first of all, let's acknowledge it. What or who has hurt me? That job I lost, that person who was nasty to me, that relationship that didn't work out, the way my children treat me, whatever it is for you. Just say, okay, well, that was not right now in this moment. It might be this morning. It might be yesterday. It might be a decade ago. I'm going to pull the splinter out and I'm going to let that go. And then my heart can heal. Okay, so we're going to acknowledge it and then we're going to actively pull the splinter out, whatever the splinter is for you. Okay. Now, very often we keep the splinter in place until we kind of come up with a replacement. Yeah, so I'm not going to get over that job I lost until I get a new one. I'm not going to get over that relationship I lost till I get a new one. But the thing is, the splinter stops you from getting a new one because you keep hurting. And so you're not at your best to be able to go get a new one, whatever a new one is for you. Is this making sense? I hope so. So what we want to do is say, right, it's in my best interest to pull that splinter out. So I'm going to take action on it. And the action with the Knight of Swords underneath. Knights are action cards. And the swords are about our mental thoughts and words and actions mentally, right? So I'm choosing, I'm deciding, I'm taking charge, and I'm going to sort this. I'm pulling this out. And we don't have to spend weeks and months to do this. We can literally do it in an instant. I choose me. I choose to be connected with that which I wish to be and have, which is peace, prosperity, happiness, love, whatever it is for you. I choose abundance. So if I've got splinters and I've got holes in my heart, I'm going to keep leaking out that abundance. I want to shore up the holes, but not with splinters, with love. So we're going to get it out, okay? All right, so let's look at this first row then. Four of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, and the Hanging Man. Now, the Hanging Man is patience and surrender and looking at things from a different perspective, timing and all of that bump, right? So you may well, because we've got the Four of Wands at the top, which is often home, been waiting for your home to sell. or waiting to buy a new home, or waiting for your intended to propose and want to get married and move in together. This is the waiting, right? So what are we waiting for? Four of Wands is a beautiful card of stability and security and going to the next level. It's upgrades, improvements. So promotions, people moving in together, buying a new home. It's just allowing your life to get up to the next level, and it's time. But you've been waiting for it to break open, waiting for that right time. Well, the time is now, right? In the next few weeks now, it's started already. This new energy is starting. So we're going to jump on the bandwagon and allow this energy to really unfold. Now, in the middle between these two, we've got the Nine of Pentacles, which is mini Empress energy. She's very creative. She's very independent. She can sort things out. She can provide for herself. But it's not all about materialism, all right? We like it, you know, as earth signs, we like to know that home is stable, there's enough money. Of course we do. But notice she's got the bird on her hand and all the nature around her. And this represents that she's got a balance between the finances and her world, and that she's not reliant upon anybody else to fix it for her. She can do it. I can do it. It's that sort of energy. I believe in me. I can do it. And so, yes, with the Hanging Man underneath, perhaps you've been waiting for some time. And so what we want to embrace is to say, right, the time is now happening, all right? It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen in the next 2.5 seconds. But over the next 3 weeks, it's gently and gradually unfolding. These eclipses are opening things. The new fire horse year opening, all right? Everything is opening. So I want you to embrace that. Open up that heart so it's easy to get those splinters out. Right? Take the action that feels appropriate and deal with the devil. Don't ignore him. All right? It doesn't work to ignore him, to pretend he's not there. We have our beliefs and our restrictions, but it's saying, right, am I going to let them always restrict me, or am I taking action on them? So I'm going to take that action, but I'm doing it from a soul place. We've got the Six of Cups underneath, which is the card of nostalgia and the past, and particularly when it's next to the Three of Swords, this is indicating that for many of you, these could be old wounds, and this is the time to get them all out. This is also about past relationships and people you grew up with, family and things like that. But if we allow ourselves to constantly be drowning in a sea of my mother did this to me, or my adult children really hurt me and they're not speaking to me, and let it keep continuing to, you know, be a wound, then we can't find the abundance and the happiness that we want. So let's pull them out, because when we do, we can step into this Page of Wands energy. Now, I like the Page of Wands. This is a youthful, exciting, passionate new opportunity that I want to embrace, and I want to say, yes, please, thank you very much, bring it on. So we are allowing ourselves to open up to the next chapter, but a little bit of what's in the way. Let's get out what's in the way. That might be beliefs. As I said, it might be old wounds, but we want it to go. So let's find out some more. What am I using? I'm using the Rider-Waite deck. All right, tell me some more for my Taurus people, please. Let's find out a bit more about this Three of Swords and the Two of Swords. Okay, thank you. Let's have a look, see. We got the Queen of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, and the Magician. Now, I like that, okay? Five of Pentacles, of course, is feeling left out, abandoned, nobody loves me. It's also about struggling financially, and that can be a wound. Perhaps you have struggled financially so much you've lost a home, or you've lost a relationship through arguments over money or something. It's acknowledging it where I feel pushed out, left out, and saying, right, but I'm the magician. Right, and I can't fix and control what other people are doing. If somebody I love isn't speaking to me, I can't change them, make them speak to me. What I can do is remove the wounds so that I can get on with my life, and I can put into the situation, if I want it to resolve, which I probably do, is put a lot of love into it, and just energetically, allow the space. That's the Hanging Man. Look at it from the other perspective. Allow ourselves to manifest something new. The Magician is manifesting energy. And with the Queen of Pentacles, this is money flowing. This is prosperity. This is grounded, and the Queen of Pentacles is also highly intuitive. So we're allowing ourselves to listen to the inner guidance, to step into a flow of abundance, and to know that you can manifest. Now on this card with the Magician, he's got all 4 aces. Right, the cups, the pentacles, the swords, the wands, and the hand up here and down here, as above so below, with the infinity symbol, the I am. So you are in your Magician energy here. So it's time for the old wounds to go, and it's time for you to embrace this new beginning. Let's have a look at Mr. Devil here. Tell me about this. What's this about? And how can we best overcome this and release it? 9 of Wands. It's been an effort. It's been hard and heavy. And I want to put that burden down. It's been a battle. It's been a challenge. It's been a competition, right? That I feel I'm up against people. So 6 of Cups again, twice. This is related to, for many of you, about family. All right, there's been family discourse, family upheaval, family wounds, right? And it's just toxic, and it's time for it to go. So I want to tap into my soul energy here. All right, there's 6 of Cups twice. My soul wants, desires, and deserves a sense of peace. And when we don't get that peace, it's usually because we're railing against what we perceive should or shouldn't be happening, rather than stepping away, stepping back and saying it is what it is. So I'm going to focus on me and my happiness, which might sound terribly selfish, but it's actually extremely healthy to let go of trying to fix something that you can't fix. And maybe it isn't yours to fix, to let it go. So during this Mercury retrograde, which we're already in, all right, it starts officially on the 26th, but we're in the shadow period now. We are reflecting, we are looking back, what worked, what didn't, what upset me, what am I still holding? Let's use this energy to move through it and out the other side into a place that's more empowered. And there is your Justice with the Page of Wands again. So we've got double messages twice here, all right, quadruple messages then. So the Page of Wands is here twice, the 6 of Cups is here twice. So Page of Wands is the new beginning, the new opportunity for many of you with career, because Wands is often career, but it's anything that's going to stimulate passion and excitement and energy and the feel-good feelings, all right? Now, because we got it with Justice, which is fairness and balance and equilibrium, then yes, by you pulling out those swords out of your heart, getting rid of the splinters, by letting go, then we start to come into a place of balance within ourselves and justice and fairness. In time, where people have caused wounds, in time, they can often see it and, come back 2 years later saying, I'm sorry, I was such a shit. And it's like, yeah, you didn't see it at the time, you're seeing it now. But we can't wait on that forever, can we? We've got to get on with our lives. So justice wants to prevail, so let it. Now, because we've got the Page of Wands twice with Justice, for some of you, and this row as well, you could be stepping into a new job here, a new contract, some new exciting beginning, which is really lovely. And you've manifested it. You're the Magician. You've created this. So pat yourself on the back and say, well done, me. All right? Don't forget to recognize you. Let's find out a bit more about this Hanging Man. I'm a little bit sort of full of cold this morning. I don't know what happened. I woke up feeling, I don't feel fine, but I woke up very congested. So if I'm sounding a bit nasally, my apologies, can't do anything about it. Okay, we've got the King of Wands now. In your power, in your passion. Decisive, determined, go-getting. All right, so this Hanging Man is going to turn around. If you've been waiting Just trust that it's opening up now, all right? The next 2 or 3 weeks are a significant time of breakthroughs. So embrace them, step into them, get excited about them. And remember that you are connected to limitless abundance now. It is your divine right, and it is on its way. All right, my beautiful people, I'm going to pop up here a little video about the events I've got going on. It's only a couple of minutes. If you want to check it out, I'll tell you a little bit more. Links are in the description box below, and I'll be back on Friday, as I am every Friday, with your weekly collective. I'll see you soon. Take care, lots of love. Bye bye.